that seems like a bit of a recurring theme of theirs, doesn't it? Let's begin. Now the BBC needs to realise something, because things in the shops aren't, exactly that cheap at the moment, are they? For instance, I was in Tesco's the other day and their own brand's cheap bread used to be 55p, but I almost had a heart attack when I actually noticed it had gone up to 80 pence, which admittedly might make me sound a bit of a tight ass, probably as much as Scrooge on a bad day, but if you think about it, that's still over a 50% rise. Now understandably, a lot of people have turned their attention to pointless or insignificant bills that they have, including OAPs, and the BBC has come under fire because of their chasing of them, according to the Daily Express. Oh no, don't worry, we'll still be okay. We've got 5 more years left yet, before anything happens. And I'm sure we can get them to extend it. But hopefully not. Anyway, I've got a challenge for you, and I want to see how many people can push that subscribe button down there before I count to 0. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0! The article says that BBC bosses are facing a plea to end the threat of prosecutions against older viewers, and of course, those also struggling during the cost of living crisis. Legal charity appeal and campaign group Silver Voices joined forces to warn the corporation it must stop criminalising poverty. They launched a petition calling for prosecutions to be banned against anyone in financial hardships, over 75 or otherwise, if they fail to pay their TV licence fee. Appeal's Narnia Sakand, I hope I pronounced that right, said as food and energy prices skyrocketed in Britain, countless numbers of people will be left without enough to pay their bills. Although the government is set to announce their support package, the BBC, a body funded by the people, must also do its part. And that is actually quite a good point, isn't it? They are funded by us. And they need to realise that when people don't actually want the BBC, they don't need a TV licence. Also, with rising bills, then more people are bound to cancel their TV licences because people's money just doesn't go far anymore, including pensioners. TV licensing insisted that prosecution is a last resort and subject to evidential and public interest tests. A spokesman said more than 9 out of 10 households previously in receipt of a free TV licence have made arrangements for a new free or paid for licence in line with the broader population. No enforcement or prosecutions against over 75s who have previously held a free licence have been authorised. Well, of course I don't know about you, but to me it seems like the BBC has basically just admitted that they're not going to prosecute anyone over the age of 75. So it just makes me wonder then, what's the whole point in writing to them in the first place? Because unfortunately, the only reason I can think of is to probably scare them into buying something that they might not actually need, which in my opinion is a disgraceful way for a company to act. Which to be honest kind of reminds me of the hospitals in this video, because lives could have been at stake, which is obviously much worse. Anyway, subscribe for more and I'll see you in the next one.